Hey guys, welcome into the video. So in this video, it's going to be a little bit different than normal. I'm going to be answering your guys' questions from my Instagram. Now first of all, if you're not following me, you definitely should on Instagram at the.stockwatch and on Twitter at thestockwatch2. I'll post watch lists, sometimes updates on both platforms. Usually on Twitter, updates and plays throughout the day or my just thoughts on the overall market. So it's very beneficial if you follow me there. I'll greatly appreciate it as well. Also, if you guys like the layout of this video, let me know down below. We could definitely do more Q&As in the future. But this video is going to be all over the place, answering all of your guys' questions. Some are about stocks, some not about the stocks. But if we do this again in the future, they can just be mainly about stocks, and I can answer you guys' questions if you have any questions about any particular stocks, and just go through that maybe once a week or something like that. Alright, so let's get into the video. Alright, so the first question, what are you studying? So as a lot of you guys know, I started college this semester, and I'm studying nursing. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm actually majoring in finance. Okay, so this next question, how much have you made from stocks so far? So I can show you guys my main account. As you can see, this is my performance for the past month. Now I have deposited overall about $60,000, pretty much all the money that I made from my YouTube and my Discord chat. So overall in this account, I've put all of my savings in this account throughout the past month. I've grown this from $60,000 to start with, all the way up to over $400,000. This dip definitely hurt. But right now I'm sitting right about 367,000. So essentially on my holdings I made 600% plus. All of those SPAC plays are the main point of what made me all this money using options through SPACs and also Peloton options leading up to earnings. Those options were up like over 100% and I had a ton of money in that one as well because my confidence level was super high. So that's my main account. I'm up about 400% on my account in Webull. And then in Robinhood, as you guys know, if you don't know my Robinhood account, you can check the link above. I'll link my second channel where I show my Robinhood challenge and every move that I make throughout the week in that account. Okay, so the next question, when is it worth holding call options through earnings? So my take on this, I can make a full video on options in the future by the way, but my take on this is holding options through earnings 9 out of 10 times, this is not smart at all. So the reason for this is because there's so much implied volatility, which is the theta. This is super high going to earnings, and after earnings the volatility goes down a ton, resulting in the option being less premium. Sometimes if the after earnings, let's say the stock goes up 1 to 2%, sometimes this option price will go down because the theta lost so much and the implied volatility went down that much. So if you're holding through earnings, if you're super bullish on earnings, I would highly recommend you hold stock through earnings and not options. Alright, so the next question, what do you think on Tesla? I made a full video on my top stocks for this week. Tesla was actually one of those, and in my opinion there's no way that Tesla drops below 350, which is the 180-day SMA line. In my opinion, there's a very small chance it drops below 350, and personally I don't think it's going to drop anywhere below 375. Right now the low that we hit a couple days ago was $380, and right now we're trading a little bit below $400. Personally, I'm buying at these levels. I see a huge run up for Battery Day. Very bullish for a midterm swing trade. And of course, I like Tesla long term, as I do think it's the future of electric vehicles. The next question, what is the first thing you do when you get up? So the first thing that I do is I scroll through all my watch lists, look for the big pre-market movers, look for anything that catches my eye. Next up, I go answer the Discord chat, any questions that the stock group has. And then just prepare my plays for the day. If I want to buy anything pre-market as a swing trade, as a day trade, I'll look into that, just do a lot of research pre-market. And then right when the market opens, I'm sitting there watching all the movement, seeing how the market's reacting for that day, and just finding any potential plays that I can see using all my watch lists and just the market movers. I'll go to finviz.com. It's a great resource. And I'll get the top gainers and the top losers. There's a lot of opportunities in oversold and overbought plays. So that's just a lot of the stuff that I do. I'm usually watching the market nonstop from market open to market close, looking for any potential opportunities to come up on any big movements in these stocks. Okay, so the next question, what amount of money did you start with? I started with $200 in Robinhood. I pretty much lost it all, making some big bets, day trading. I think I got that account down to like $30. But the important thing was I didn't lose too much money, lost like 170 total, but I learned so many lessons, that mistakes not to make and all that good stuff. The next question, what's your strategy on managing time in between studies and stock market intelligence? So for me personally, my investing and trading is a lot more important to me than school right now. So what I'll do is, of course, I'll attend class during the day, even if it's during market hours, but I make sure to schedule it kind of in the middle of the day so I'm not missing the market close or the market open, where a lot of opportunities present themselves. And then I'm just watching the market throughout the day. If I have homework to do, I won't do it during market hours. I'll do it after market close. And then that night, I'll do all my researching. So I balance it I watch the stock market from market open to market close. And then I'll do some homework after market close or attend any classes that I have. or anything like that. And then at night, I'll do all my research. So the next question, how long have you been investing and have you bought any course? So I've never bought any course on investing. The only course that I've ever bought was how to grow your YouTube channel. But I haven't bought any investing course, and I have been investing and trading for about 3 to 4 years. I think it was like 3.5 years or so. So what companies IPO talk are you most interested in? So I have two that I'm very excited about because I know these are going to be crazy hyped. The first is Robinhood. We know everybody in Robinhood is going to be flooding their money into Robinhood stock. I think it's going to be insane. It's going to be one of the most hyped stocks in the market. Even if the valuation makes no sense, I think this one could fly for sure. And then the next one, Airbnb. I think this is going to be absolutely massive, crazy hype. It's going to open at like a $16 billion valuation. I would not be surprised if it got to 30 to 40 billion within a month. It's going to be crazy hyped. Everybody thinks it's the future of travel, which personally I think so as well. And people are just going to be flooding money into this. So the strategy with these is we've got to be watching for the exact time that these stocks IPO and then just loading up on these shares. So the next question, will you ever do a course/video on the process of doing your DD, which is pretty much means your research. So I have actually been working on a program of showing my full due diligence process. Now I could make a video on this, but it would be like 2 to 3 hours long. There's just a lot of information that I want to get out there. But also if people start using my same research methods, I do think it's going to affect these stocks that we research. So I'm not going to be giving that out to the pure public. I will be making the course for people who are just super interested and really care about this and want to better their strategy and learn from my personal strategy, my full process of doing my research, due diligence, and just everything behind my research behind the stock and what I'll buy, when to sell, just everything like that. So I'm not going to put that out in the public on YouTube, but I will be making a course. I'm not going to make it expensive for you guys because that's not the point of doing this. I just don't want to put it out in the public because if too many people use this method, the benefit will probably just not be the same. And also, as long as you give so much more value than what they're paying for, if you make them more money from your methods, who cares if it's for a small fee? You benefit and they benefit. So that's my take on making a course after I've gotten so many requests to make one. So the next question, what's the most money you lost on a stock? So back in March, we saw the huge crash, then we saw the huge recovery. At the end of May and beginning of June, I saw this market. I was like, there's no way this keeps on going up. So I shorted the market, I bought some put options, and those pretty much expired worthless. In that instance, I had like 20% of my portfolio betting against the market. So I lost 20% of my full portfolio betting against the market. Definitely learned my lesson there. Don't get overly bearish on a bullish market. You just got to be very careful going against the market. And that was a valuable lesson that I learned, even though it did cost me 20% of my account. So the next question, why/what are you studying? Why not be full-time investing, work, and YouTube? So my goals behind going to school, now personally I actually hate school, but also I do not know how long YouTube and my Discord chat will last. I cannot be for sure that it's going to last forever, so it's kind of a safety for me. And also I have some goals. First of all, I want to be an actual financial advisor, give some actual financial advice. And also I think it'd be cool. So we see like hedge funds started by everybody, all these Harvard grads. I think it'd be so cool if I was just this small college grad opening up a hedge fund using my own social research methods. They're using all these high-tech algorithms and stuff. If I'm just using social media, I think that'd be so funny if I outperform all those hedge funds. That'd be crazy. Now for that reason, I do plan to keep on going to school, get my degree, start some new business ventures, potentially as a financial advisor, potentially opening up a fund. I think stuff like that would be very cool, and it just opens up future options for me. So the next question, why do you share such valuable financial information? Is it for doing good? So of course I enjoy doing this. I enjoy investing and talking about investing, but also this is a business for me. YouTube pays me for people watching my videos off the ads. I do get some money from my Discord chat as it's a paid Discord chat. So this is a business for me, but at the same time, I really enjoy this. And the best part of this is just helping other people make money. When you get those messages of people saying, hey, you made me $5,000 off your stock pick. I think that's the coolest thing. So that's the main point why I do this, just to help other people make money. I think it's very, very cool. And also I do get some financial benefit from YouTube and Discord and all that good stuff. So the next question, do you have any medium to long-term financial goals through trading/investing? So honestly, I do not care to have like a huge mansion. I don't care to drive Lambos. My financial goals are just to not have to worry about money. I just want to be an adult. As we see so many people worrying about money, everybody's like penny pinching, going to dinner, going to cheap dinner places. My goals behind this is I don't even want to think about my financials. I don't want to worry about money. I don't want to have to be buying cheap stuff. I just want to be relaxed, very flexible with my money. I want to be very giving with my money, and just, I don't care to be super rich. All I want to do is just not worry about money and be able to be generous and just not worry about any of that stuff. Financial freedom is the goal. So the next question, what sources do you use for information regarding stocks? news, company info, financials, etc. So first off, I look into financials, make sure it's a healthy company. Then I'll go to the business's website, look into the business, just look at the business model, look deep into it, see if I see a future, see if I see any short-term catalysts. Next up, I'll go to the technicals, see if there's any potential entries, see if this is overvalued or undervalued. And then I just go through, look on social media, look at the overall trends. I never invest in a stock unless I research it fully. So you gotta make sure, you gotta know what you're investing in. If you don't know when you're investing in, how are you gonna know when to sell, you know? So you gotta know everything behind the company. And then for that reason, you can have every scenario built out in your head. Let's say you have like 3 different scenarios of what you think news may come out about the stock. You have to have actions behind everything. You have to have a plan behind your full investment and trade, and just know everything behind it. The next question, not really a question, kind of like a command. Please do future videos on options trading. I will be trying to come out with options videos either this coming week or the next week. I will do it when I get the chance for sure. So the next question, do you get any sleep? So my sleep schedule is very, very messed up. Sometimes I'll be up till 3 in the morning, either doing homework, either editing a video, either filming a video. I'm definitely a late night person, and I also do have to get up early because of the stock market opening and school sometimes, all that good stuff. So usually I'll stay very, very late. I'll get up early for the stock market. After market close, I'll usually crash, take a nap, unless I have class. If I have class, I'll come home and then crash, take a nap, and then I'll just repeat the process. And then over the weekends, that's when I sleep in like 12 hours per day on Saturday and Sunday. That's where I catch up on all my sleep. So yeah, my sleep schedule is very messed up, but I do sleep a little bit. So the next question, what are your tips for buying into dips, your do's and don'ts? So if it's a great company, if it's a blue chip company, I say always buy the dip. Now if it's a penny stock you're investing in, if you see the stock taking a big dip, I would wait until you see a reversal in the stock price, because with penny stocks, you just never know when they're gonna stop dumping. Sometimes we'll see a 20% loss one day, and then you're like, okay, it's got to bounce back. The next day we see another 30% loss. So you just never know what's going to happen with penny stocks, so I don't usually buy the dip with penny stocks until I see a reversal. But with long-term companies, with companies that are very, very solid, that's when I'll buy the dip more often than not. The next question, why do you have a paid Discord? So of course this is a business for me, this is my source of income, but also the main reason that I made this paid was because I was getting so many people joining the group, and also in the stock group, I offer answering any questions that you guys have. So I'm answering questions like 4 to 5 hours per day on that chat. And if we had so many people joining, I would not be able to do that at all. So I just want to give the value that they're paying for, of course. And at the same time, it's a business for me. I'm making money off of this. So the next question, what type of music do you listen to and your favorite artist? So this is probably going to surprise a lot of you guys. My favorite genre is definitely rap. My favorite artist right now is probably Trippie Redd. And I actually went to his concert right before quarantine. Pretty cool. The next question, what YouTuber do you watch the most? Now I used to watch stock market videos and stuff when I was learning about everything. But now since I'm researching stocks like every day, all day, I always want to break from stocks. So my favorite YouTuber to watch is definitely Danny Duncan. So the next question, what help do we get if you join your private stock group? So in the private stock group, it's a Discord chat. I answer any questions that you have. Every time I buy and sell a stock, I either send a message right before to the group or right afterwards. This is usually multiple times per day that I'm making moves in the market. I also send out nightly watch lists for any day that's ahead. So every Sunday through Thursday night, you get a nightly watch list. I call it plays for tomorrow, just plays that I'm looking at making tomorrow, either swing trades, day trades, any great value that I see, I'll call it out the night before, and it just prepares everybody for the day tomorrow. There's also a bunch of chats that you can talk about all the stocks that we're trading. There's a chat for each different stock. So there's a lot of benefits behind the Discord group for sure. So the next question, thoughts on the market for the rest of the year, how the presidential race will affect us. So the market's going to be very volatile from here on out, I'm thinking. On the presidential race, if Joe Biden wins, obviously if Trump wins, not much is going to change for the stock market. It's going to continue on how it was. But let's say Joe Biden wins, I think there's going to be a big freak out, a big sell-off because everybody's scared of what's going to happen. And then I think there's going to be a fast recovery. So I would expect kind of a big dip and then a V-shaped recovery super quickly as people start flooding money into all these renewable resource stocks and all the stuff that Joe Biden wants to do. So I don't expect a full recovery if Biden wins, but I could see a big dip and then I could see a huge recovery. So that's my thoughts on what's going to happen if Biden wins. Now if Trump wins, maybe beforehand it's priced in that Joe Biden might win, so there may be a dip beforehand and there'll be a huge recovery if Trump wins again. So there's going to be a lot of volatility. I think there's going to be some big dips and some quick recoveries. So there's going to be a lot of money. So there's going to be a lot of money ready to be made in the stock market in the coming months. So make sure to do all your research, all the preparation beforehand, know every situation, how you're going to act. So the final question that I'm going to answer, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Now currently I live in Texas. I want to move somewhere cool, probably like Colorado or somewhere like that. I want to buy a house, get a bunch of dogs, maybe have a wife by then. we'll see. Let me know if you want me to do more videos like this in the future. Please leave me a like, it helps me out a ton. If you want to get 2 free stocks on Webull, 5 free dollars on Acorn investing, or 10 free dollars in Bitcoin on Coinbase, you can use those links down below. Also, there's a couple questions about books that I recommend. I have a list of books down below, of books that I've read and I think will benefit you greatly learning about the market. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Let's have a good week this week. Let's get rich.